Hello students, how are you? Good morning. Today we will discuss about the very famous drama written As You Like It, written by the great poet William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare, first we have discussed about William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was born on April 23rd, 1564 in the village of Stratford-on-Avon in the county of Warwickshire. His father's name was John Shakespeare, and not much is known about Shakespeare's education, and it is widely believed that after attending the grammar school at Stratford in the initial few years, his formal education had to be discontinued, and his real teacher were the men and women and the natural influences which surrounded him. William Shakespeare wrote many plays. His best playwright. After working as an actor for some time, he started working with other writers, and विलियम शेक्सपियर के ऊपर हमने पहले भी कुछ वीडियोस बनाए हैं, आप उनमें से उनकी बायोग्राफी के बारे में जान सकते हैं. लेट अस नो अबाउट द प्ले, ए जनरल इंट्रोडक्शन. As You Like It, As You Like It is estimated to have been written at some time between 1598 and 1600. It is one of the finest comedies written by Shakespeare. A romantic comedy is a play in which the romantic elements are mingled with comic elements. While the romantic element delightful, thrill, enchant us, the comic element make us laugh. Thus, a romantic comedy is a marvelous kind of play which appeals greatly to our emotions, our imaginations, and which at the same time also appeals to our faculty of laughter. We have discussed about the characters of the play in this video. First, Rosalind, who is the heroine of this play, As You Like It. Let us know about Rosalind. Rosalind was the daughter of Duke Senior. She was considered one of the Shakespeare's most delightful heroines, in independent-minded. She is independent-minded, strong-willed, good-hearted, and terribly clever. Rather than slink off into defeated exile, Rosalind resourcefully uses her trip to the forest of Arden as an opportunity to take control of her own destiny. When she disguises herself as Ganymede, a handsome young man, and offers herself as a tutor in the ways of love to her beloved Orlando. Rosalind's talents and charms are on full display. Only Rosalind, for instance, is both aware of the foolishness of romantic love and delightful to be in love. She teaches those around her to think, feel, and love better than they have previously. And she ensures that the courtiers returning from Arden are far gentler than those who fled to it. Next, Orlando, who is the hero of this play. Orlando was the youngest son of Sir Roland de Vaux and younger brother of Oliver. Orlando is an attractive young man who, under his brother's neglectful care, has languished without a gentleman's education or training. Regardless, he considers himself to have great potential, and his victorious battle with Charles proves him right. Orlando cares for the aging Adam in the forest of Arden, and later risk his life to save Oliver from a hungry lioness, proving himself a proper gentleman. He is a fitting hero for the play, and though he proves no match for her bit or poetry, the most obvious romantic match for Rosalind. Next is Duke Senior. The Duke Senior was the father of Rosalind, and he was the rightful ruler of the dukedom in which the play is set. Having been banished by his usurping brother Frederick, Duke Senior now lives in the exile in the forest of Arden with a number of royal men, including Lord Amiens and Jacques. We have sensed that Senior did not put up much of a fight to keep his dukedom, for he seems to make the most of whatever life gives him. Content in the forest, where he claims to learn as much from stones and brooks as he would in a church or library. Duke Senior proves himself to be a kind and fair minded ruler. Next is Jacques. Jacques was a faithful lord who accompanies Duke Senior into exile in the forest of Arden. Jacques is an example of a stock figure in Elizabethan comedy, the man possessed of a hopelessly melancholy disposition. Much like a reference in a football game, he stands on the sidelines watching and judging the actions of the other characters without ever fully participating. Given his inability to participate in life, it is fitting that Jacques alone refuses to follow Duke Senior and the other courtiers back to the court, and instead resolve to assume a solitary and contemplative life in a monastery. Next is Celia. Celia was the daughter of Duke Frederick and Rosalind's dearest friend and sister. Celia's devotion to Rosalind is unmatched, as evidenced by her decision to follow her cousin into exile. To make the trip, Celia assumes the disguise of a simple shepherdess and calls herself Elena. As elucidated by her extreme love of Rosalind and her immediate devotion to Oliver, whom she married at the end of the play, Celia possesses a loving heart but is prone to deep, almost excessive emotions. Duke Frederick. Duke Frederick was the brother of Duke Senior and usurper of his throne. Duke Frederick's cruel nature and volatile temper are displayed when he banishes his niece Rosalind from the court without reason. That Celia, his own daughter, cannot mitigate his unfounded anger demonstrates the intensity of the Duke's hatefulness. Frederick mounts an army against his exiled brother but aborts his vengeful mission after he meets an old religious man on the road to the forest of Arden. He immediately changes his ways, dedicating himself to a monastic life and returning the crown to his brother, thus testifying to the ease and elegance with which humans can sometimes change for the better. Next is Touchstone. Touchstone was a clone in Duke Frederick's court who accompanies Rosalind and Celia in their flight to Arden. Although Touchstone's job as a fool is to criticize the behavior and point out the folly of those around him, Touchstone fails to do so with even a fraction of Rosalind's grace next to his mistress. The clown seems hopelessly vulgar and narrow-minded. Almost every line he speaks echoes with Paudi innuendo. Next is Oliver. The Oliver was the oldest son of Sir Roland de Boys and the sole inheritor of the de Boys estate. Oliver is a loveless young man who bruises his brother Orlando, a gentleman's education. He admits to hating Orlando without cause or reason and goes to great lengths to ensure his brother's downfall. When Duke Frederick employs Oliver to find his missing brother, Oliver finds himself living in despair in the forest of Arden, where Orlando saves his life. This display of undeserved generosity prompts Oliver to change himself into a better and more loving person. His transformation is evidenced by his love for the disguised Celia, whom he takes to be a simple shepherdess. Silvesius. Silvius was a young, suffering shepherd who is desperately in love with disdainful Phoebe. Conforming to the model of Petrarchan love, Silvius prostrates himself before a woman who refuses to return his affections. In the end, however, he wins the object of his desire. Phoebe. Phoebe was a young shepherdess who disdains the affections of Silvius. She falls in love with Ganymede, who is really Rosalind in disguise, but Rosalind tricks Phoebe into marrying Silvius. Next is Lord Amiens, a faithful lord who accompanies Duke Senior into exile in the forest of Arden. Lord Amiens is rather jolly and loves to sing. Charles. Charles was a professional wrestler in Duke Frederick's court. Charles demonstrates both his caring nature and his political savvy when he asks Oliver to intercede in his upcoming fight with Orlando. He does not want to injure the young man, thereby lose favor among the nobles who support him. Charles' concern for Orlando proves unwarranted when Orlando beats him senseless. Next is Adam. Adam was the elderly former servant of Sir Roland de Boys. Having witnessed Orlando's hardships, Adam offers not only to accompany his young master into exile, but to fund their journey with the whole of his modest life saving. He is a model of loyalty and devoted service. Sir Roland de Boys. Sir Roland de Boys was the father of Oliver and Orlando, friend of Duke Senior and enemy of Duke Frederick. Upon Sir Roland's death, the vast majority of his estate was handed over to Oliver according to the custom of primogeniture. Corin. Corin was a shepherd. Corin attempts to counsel his friend Silvius in the ways of love, but Silvius refuses to listen. Next is Audrey. Audrey was a simple-minded Gothard who agrees to marry Touchstone. And last, William. William was a young country boy who is in love with Audrey. So, these are the characters in the play as you like it. We will discuss about the plot in next video. I hope you understand the characters in this play. Thank you. Thank you so much.